Hi, I'm Ariana Lasha, and this is Welcome Home Doggy, a show where we talk about creating a better life for all dogs. Today, I'm going to be speaking with Atlanta royalty, Miss Kathi Welch, founder of Atlanta Girlz Club. So stay tuned and stay with us. Hi, Kathi. Thank you so much for being here today. You look fabulous. This little girl right here looks fabulous. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting us. Holly and I are really honored to be here today.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce Holly to me.
Well, this is Holly. She is a 13-year-old rat terrier who rescued me in 2008. She came into our lives then, and she quickly got on board with our fashion, fun, and fundraising.
Okay, fashion, fun, and fundraising. That does sound fun. Is that the mission statement for Atlanta's Girlz Club?
It absolutely is. We have two mission statements. One is fashion, fun, and fundraising, and the other one is being kind is the way to go.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about Atlanta Girlz Club for those that don't know.
Atlanta Girlz Club is a trademarked pet influencer brand that I own and founded in recent years, but we as a group have been around for over a decade. We've been around before social media, actually.
I know you guys have a huge following on social media. How did you guys grow your brand?
By being active in the pet community, both locally and regionally and nationally. We attend a lot of pet events, primarily those that have an element of fundraising for animal rescue. And one thing led to another, and that's how we grew into what we are today. We work as a conduit with quite a few of the rescue groups across the country.
And you saw that need, for these rescue groups here in Atlanta. Was that pretty much the reason you started Atlanta's Girlz Club?
We started it for many reasons. We wanted to be representational of the Atlanta community, and as we were doing things regionally and some nationally, we wanted Atlanta to have that presence in what we're doing. And also it gave us a driving purpose behind who we are and what we do to be. It's not about recognition, it's about a brand that wants to do any and everything that we can, both supportive and philanthropically, to support animal rescue.
And so was Holly here kind of like an inspiration to create Atlanta Girlz Club?
Holly came on board in 2008. She rescued me at that time. Atlanta Girlz Club, the centerpiece is for Lucy, my little Jack Russell Terrier, who passed away about a year ago.
Okay. So Lucy and Holly, were they best buds?
They were. When Holly came into our lives, it was important that they get along, and they were fast buddies from the get-go. Never a harsh moment between them. They were kind of the yin and yang. Holly is more laid back. Lucy was Jack Russell, more high energy. But they've always gotten along, and they also are perfect ambassadors for kindness and love in the world, and that was another element of what we wanted to transfer.
And speaking of kindness and passion in the world, that stems from, rescuing dogs. Was Lucy also a rescue?
No, I have to say, in all honesty, I had wanted a Jack Russell for many years. I love the breed, and she came into my life at 8 weeks old. So she is not a rescue, but any and everything that we do is supportive of that.
Obviously, and Holly is, so that's very evident, obviously, in your lifestyle. So tell me about this passion for fashion. Holly's got a whole tutu going on here. I'm jealous you didn't bring me one.
Well, we could probably talk to someone who would be happy to do that for you.
Yeah.
The fashion started with Lucy, and Holly, when she came on board, fell into it very quickly. We believe that it's all fun to be frou-frou and dressed up, but at the core of what we do, what we found is that this is not so that pets who dress up, little dress-up doggies, become a part of an accessory for us. People have said that before, like, oh, they're just an accessory. No, what pet fashion does is it humanizes pets. And people see animals differently when they see them like we see other humans, that they're not just to be discarded, that they deserve attention. There are a lot of studies out there that show that even some pet rescue groups, when they have even a bandana, or people notice them. They stop and notice them.
Right.
And that element of humanizing them is very rich in the rescue world, by getting them noticed, by that they deserve our attention, they deserve care.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in your words, why is Atlanta Girlz Club needed? Why is it so important?
I think it's important for a number of reasons. There are a number of others. There's a big table, and there's room for all of us at this table. But Atlanta Girlz Club, our driving force is we want to do everything that we can do to shine a light on those organizations, rescue groups, and the groups that support them, to be a conduit for fundraising for them. People ask me, am I 501(c)(3)? No, I do not want to be. My job is to philanthropically support those groups. And with the attention that we get through fashion and the fun events, we're able to do that. And we think that is a key element into driving fundraising for animals in need.
Well, you really are Atlanta royalty. So talk me through the day-to-day operations for you guys, helping out other organizations.
What we do is we partner with anyone who wants us to. Doesn't matter their size. A lot of people reach out to us and ask us to MC or co-host events with them. We're happy to do that. We do that totally free. We're not looking for any sort of remuneration. We do this because that truly is our passion. We have a passion for fashion, but at the heart of it is doing something to help others. The fashion thing started with Lucy when she was quite young. You know, little dogs in particular need a coat or a sweater, and she kind of had a swagger about her, like, hey.
Just kind of adapted.
Yeah, and so it really sort of grew from that and got pretty much out of control, according to my mom. But it is getting together, too, with like-minded people who have, just like a tennis club or a golf club or whatever people have a common interest in. And through these different organizations, numbers are able to do a lot more than just singularly. But we feel like Atlanta Girlz Club is a standout because we take no money from anyone, but we do raise a lot of money and contribute a good bit to other organizations.
Do you guys host your own events, or do you MC at any of your own events?
We MC other people's events.
Okay.
That's part of what we do. For example, one of the things that we do every year is for Angels Among Us. They have a pet parade in Sandy Springs every year, and we MC that event for them. Okay.
Well, what other media exposure have you had?
Well, the girls have been on just about every magazine in the Atlanta area. They were the cover girls for Atlanta Pet Life.
Wow.
And they've been in Atlanta Magazine. They've been in Simply Buckhead. They've been in a segment of CNN. They've been voted hottest hounds in Atlanta Magazine. They've been in YouTube videos.
So they're pretty much famous, right?
I don't know. There are a lot of famous pups out there.
Are they influencers?
They influence a lot. And as I said, we're very humbled about who we are.
Right.
We don't grandstand or thump our chest. We just want to be a part of it. And there are many people who are. And we thank them and you all for the opportunity to be a voice.
Of course. We love having you here, and we can't wait to see where you guys continue to go. We want you to always come back. But everything we've mentioned thus far has been so positive and uplifting. Have you had any challenges with Atlanta Girlz Club since the beginning?
Not since the beginning, but this past year was a challenge because so many things that we partake in were canceled. We also write a column for Atlanta Pet Life magazine, and we have been national bloggers for Vital Essentials, the national pet food company, and a few things. A lot of those things were slowed down during COVID for one reason or another. But one thing that we've been able to stay active in and participate in is an organization called Celebrity Catwalk, and we're very involved with them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you down there later on this year.
We're very excited about it. Celebrity Catwalk is one of the best organizations in the country. It's founded by Jennifer Bartok, who is out of Manhattan, and as we all know, COVID hit the New York area pretty hard. She has a second home and a business also in South Carolina, so the events have been in South Carolina for the last couple of years, which we actually like better, just because it's easier for us to get there. But Jennifer is a 501(c)(3). All of the funds, except for the operational part of it, go to the rescue group of choice at the time. And it brings together literally hundreds of people, again, who are like-minded. Core mission to be raise money for rescue groups.
So Atlanta Girlz Club has a big hand in a lot of out-of-state operations, right? Not just here in Georgia?
We do. We get invited to do things in other states. We've been particularly active in North and South Carolina, and very active in the Atlanta area pre-COVID, and we hope that things will pick up for all of us in that arena soon. Yeah.
Did you ever consider opening a branch, like say, like you said, New York Girlz Club or Los Angeles Girlz Club?
That's a thought. If New York will let us still be called the Atlanta Girlz Club.
You just kind of make that mark, of course. So you mentioned the events that you're planning on attending later this year. What does the rest of 2021 look like?
Well, we have a few things that are in preparatory stages, not at an announcement stage, that we hope to come together later in the year. Some are fashion, some are purely events for people to get together and with their pets, and again, with the element of having a rescue group that will benefit from that.
Of course. Anything else that you'd like to share with us here today?
Well, I would like to talk just a little bit about my little Lucy, because we wouldn't have Atlanta Girlz Club without Lucy. She is the centerpiece for it. And it was through her and her interaction, her love of other animals, and Holly has picked up that mantle the moment that she came on board. She defines who we are, and her philanthropic legacy and her charitable heart lives on through us. And so that drives me and Holly to continue doing what we are doing going forward.
Right. So Lucy was kind of the catalyst to spring forward Atlanta Girlz Club. Wow. And that's amazing that even now you're letting her legacy live on through doing these interviews, talking about her, putting on all these fashion-forward events, and letting us experience that with you. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Kathi. We've enjoyed having you here today.
Thank you so much for inviting us here. It's been a real honor and a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, that's all for now. To find out more information on our guest today, remember to visit our website, like us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Ariana Lasha, and this is Welcome Home Doggy.